for you, Manti. And that's all I'm here for. Let me make sure RTS is ready. Both these teams are ready. We'll give them the go-ahead that they can begin, and we'll see what's going on. So both of these are challenger teams. You know, so Rise of Sky, win lane, lose game. They've had their ups and downs in the challenger bracket this season, but it is both their first seasons into kind of the competitive Strife world. So, you know, it takes, I'll say both these teams are still here, still sticking it out, still playing matches, still trying to improve themselves. And that's what I like to see in those challenger brackets. Obviously, only a couple teams can, you know, win the challenger bracket and try and advance, but there's a lot of room for growth from the other teams and, you know, to get better and maybe be in those top two teams in the next series. I'm just letting these guys know they can sit down and start, and once both of these teams sit, timers will start running. We have RTS seated. We're just waiting for win lane, lose game to sit down as well, and we're going to get it on. So I believe Rise of the Sky. Oh, and there we go. Drivers are ready, waiting for first bands to come out. I could be wrong. Chat can correct me if they want. Is one of these teams a Brazilian team? I know most of the Brazilian teams register as US East teams, so it's hard sometimes for me to completely keep track of where they're at. But I think Rise of Sky might be a Brazilian team, or am I wrong here?
As far as I heard, they have a couple foreigners on the team. I'm not sure if they're actually from Brazil. I know that they're foreigners, and I'm not sure where from though. So 16 seconds. Is this gonna? Oh, there we go with the Bastion ban.
It's a solid first ban if they want to try and lock out the that tank pool, right? The tank pool's kind of limited right now. The new heroes are not in yet for this game, by the way. That goes live tomorrow. These guys wanted to schedule their game and get it played, and maybe they wanted to do that before new heroes came out as a strategy because they're not ready to play with the new heroes. It's anyone's guess, but this is not with the new heroes, so we do have that limited tank pool. So a Bastion ban comes out, so we'll see what happens over here on win lane lose game on who they decide to ban. Because if they ban out, you know, a Bo or Claudessa, that can really hurt them in the picking phase, because it's just going to get picked up on the other one from the other team, I would assume.
Yeah, they might be starting to strategize for what they want. Oh, look at that! They ban for Vex.
Vex ban coming out, interesting ban. So obviously, I think they played it smart there. They didn't ban a tank, otherwise that could have really messed up their lineup if they wanted to pick one of those up. But they banned Vex. Vex is a solid hero, global presence, good support. Some teams prefer Vex over Tinder, and you know it's the other way around. So I don't see anything wrong with the Vex ban. What about you?
No, definitely. I wouldn't consider him to be a ban. What's it called? Position, but he's a good hero. He's an okay hero. I just consider other heroes to be much more of a threat.
Sure, you consider other heroes to be more ban-worthy right now, maybe a Harrower ban.
Correct.
Or something like that. I know in and there it is. There's that Harrower pickup from Rise the Sky, and so we were just talking about in the pro bracket. You know, Harrower is a popular pick if it gets through to run in that solo bottom lane. He does. He's so hard to kill, even with a gank. He's so hard to kill. So it's a very popular pickup. You know, he's a safe farmer.
Yeah, and he usually capitalizes after you have used all your cooldowns to try to get a kill. He escapes, uses a pot, and then you have nothing. So then he goes back in and gets that kill.
Yeah, I agree. He's a big threat. So I think Rise of Sky here got a nice free pickup there with that Harrower making it through the ban phase and not getting first picked by win lane lose game. But the draft is moving along pretty quickly here. What do you think of win lane lose game? How are they drafting so far? I think they have a pretty solid lineup, in my opinion, especially in the laning phase.
Agree. Not just for both teams right now. I think that they were practicing their bans and picks, because this is actually looking very solid, very legit. It could go either way. I would like to see some support done for RTS.
Yep, that Tinder is available. It is their pick right now. Their last two picks. They actually pick up a Fetterstone. Wow. This is an interesting lineup. We'll see what their last pick, and they're going to actually pick up a Caprice. We don't see Caprice run too often. There were some buffs to Caprice recently, but I think Caprice can, you know, she could play in that same role as Malady and Ray. I think Malady and Ray might do it a little better. I don't know, maybe those buffs helped them out. Actually, we should know that there was a patch today that kind of was it hurt Ray, right? Ray can't mine under tower for free anymore. You put those burrow bots down, and you're going to draw tower aggro. Hopefully, these teams are aware that that's happened.
Yep, keeping up with every single one of the patches is detrimental towards a Strife, towards any MOBA pro presence. If you don't have your information up to date, you are already missing on possible information that can lead you to a kill, or they can get you killed.
Yeah, last pick coming out here, and they actually pick up Ace. I was gonna say something that's like, well, it's probably gonna be an Ace pick. I didn't want to jinx it, but we have a pick here. I'm gonna let them know that we are ready to go, and we'll jump right into this game. We just need to make sure win lane, lose game. Oh, nope, everyone is ready. So we're just going to start this match. Mantequillas. And here we go. So we got a draft finish. Game's going to be started. We got 90 seconds until that happens. So let's talk about these compositions here on these heroes. So they picked up a Harrower. They have a Vermilion. They got Featherstone. Wow, 3 like big ADCs if you want to consider Harrower an ADC. They can put 1 in each lane. They have like tremendous sustain in fights late game, but are they going to be able to? Do they have a front line? Is Bo going to be able to protect them? Is Caprice going to be able to stun out enough of them to make all that happen?
Well, right now what is happening is RTS needs to make it to the late game. Once they try to make it into the late game, and by the way, when I mean try to make it to the late game, it means like try to don't get wounded, because if you dare get to the late game and still they're not farm, they're gonna have a very weak team. What I would like to see for win lane lose game is very early aggression. That Ace is capable of getting to the back lane. Ray is capable of ulti from very far. We have Blazer, who is also can just lurk around and look for that very precise moment that he has to open on. We also have the Rook that can snipe with Deliverance all the way from bottom lane. That ulti is global for those who don't know, and it's pretty much a stun. And if he lands one stun on those carries, they're most likely dead.
Yeah, absolutely. So how do you think they're going to lane it? I think we might see a Claudessa Ray and an Ace Blazer lane with that Rook going bottom. I could be wrong, of course. But that's how I see them kind of laning it. RTS I think has a lot of options on how they want to lane their heroes. I think because they have 3 ADCs. Obviously, Harrower is probably going to go bottom, but where they put that Featherstone, where they put that Vermilion, kind of interchangeable in those comps. I would assume. Do they want to put Featherstone with a Caprice who could protect them, or do they put it with the I mean, they could even run a Featherstone Vermilion lane if they really wanted to and go crazy. I don't think they will, though.
Well, as far as the other team, I think that I believe that the best options that they could get is Caprice with Claudessa. Claudessa and Ray Blazer. Then on the middle, I would totally put Ray and Ace, and on the bottom, I will put Rook. Now, as far as the other side, I'm gonna have to go here and say that oh man, that Caprice is throwing me off. It's throwing me off. I'm not so sure how they're gonna lane it up.
Yeah, we don't see Caprice too often in competitive matches. Like I said, every once in a while it happens. Seems like sometimes every once in a while we see Ace. It does happen. I'm assuming they're gonna use this Caprice like they would use a Ray. So we'll probably see this Caprice in the mid lane and maybe lane it with Featherstone in the mid lane. And then they could put Bo and Vermilion top. Maybe.
That's quite a possibility. But here we see Bo with a pincer, and we see Caprice with a bounder. Possibly, bounder is just an escape, but also is seen on many roamers.
Yeah,
Um,
that's why I'm assuming we're going to see that Caprice mid lane. You got Bounder, Caprice. It's got to be like a mid lane roam. We're just waiting for one person to finish connecting here. Sometimes get some slow loaders.
But that gives us sort of the time to say who is playing who with what pets. We have RTS Carrot with Vermilion and using Bounder. We have RTS Kashi with Bounder playing Caprice. We have Ramis playing Ball and he has a Pincer. We have Majumba playing Featherstone with a Razor. And we have RTS Stealth playing Hardware with a Pincer. Why don't you give us the next team?
Absolutely, Mentikias. Win, lane, lose game, though. They are roaming through the jungle here, trying to get a pick off. I don't think they're going to find one. But Blazer with a Fitz. Of course, it's going to be a mid lane roaming Blazer here on substandard, as they're all kind of bunching up here, so it's going to be a little hard. Maybe I'll wait a second until they spread out to kind of go over heroes and pets and who we have on here. Otherwise, it's just going to get jumbled up there. So there goes Blazer. They're kind of backing off. On Rook here, we have Sumerio on Rook with Bounder on Rook. That's going to be an interesting choice against that Harrower. It might make him a little safer. Well, all four of them are roaming down here. They're just going to get spotted out here, though. So I don't think this is going to last for too long. Oh, okay, they're just porting back out. Interesting choices here. We have Ray. Shin on Ray playing with Mystic there, so that's going to be some heavy magic poke damage, maybe in the mid lane, maybe not. It looks like that's what it's going to be. Natsuki on Ace with a... Look at that little pet there. Look at the little tortoise there on Ace. That's going to be interesting.
The elusive tortoise.
The elusive tortoise. But this could actually work in Ace's favor because Ace has to like get in there. He has to try and get close to somebody to make his skill set work. And sometimes he might push pressure a little too hard and put himself in a bad position. That tortoise might give him an escape. So we'll see if that plays out for him or not. And already a lot of aggression in the mid lane. Ray is probably going to die here. They're getting a little too aggressive. They almost took Caprice out as well. But, oh no, Wolf might be in some trouble as well. If one more slow can come out, he has to be able to dodge this. No, he's going to actually health pot up, and he's going to be fine. But they are chased all the way back to their tower. And this is definitely in RTS's favor, this lane at the moment.
I would have actually really liked to see Majumba have a point on Crystal Shot level 1 first instead of the shield. I believe that they would have gotten both of the kills in a much cleaner manner.
Yeah, I agree. Level 1 Crystal Shot, because you never know when somebody's going to get out of position early game, and you can chase down with that with the Crystal Shot and get kills. But in the end, it didn't mean it. They got a kill. They didn't lose any of themselves. Kashi going really low here. Got to be kind of careful. Otherwise, she might die as well.
And already in the bottom lane, Sumerino is trying to poke at Hardware, but Hardware retaliating and already forcing him to use that early potion.
Yeah, they're both potting up, but this is what you have to do as a Rook versus Harrow in the early game, right? Because if once he gets 3 levels of Feast of Wounds, it's almost impossible to harass him out. So if you're going to try and poke him out of this lane and deny him some gold, you got to do it like right now. And, just make these trades happen when you can. And he's actually doing a really good job of chasing Harrower kind of out of this lane a little bit and forcing him probably to use another health pot or get one delivered since he has these 2 Vitality Shards. And he only had 1 on him. Interesting. What do you think of this Rook's item build right here? He went a Vitality Shard, I'm going to assume, so that he could start with 2 health pots. What do you think these guys are building, though? Lots of health regen coming out in this bottom lane at the moment.
Well, on the bottom, I'm pretty sure that there is a build that allows you to rush. Oh my god, middle lane. Top lane with a double lane.
Yeah, it looks like Blazer got a double kill in the top lane, so that's really, really good for win lane, lose game. Kind of gets one of their lanes going positive here. However, Ray is so aggressive on this. Manjumba might be in a little bit of trouble. Can we see a Dragon's Reach come out? If they try and bait it out, no, it's not going to happen. They do have a mine up in this bush here, but he's not going to walk in there. So even though they got they took an early death in that mid lane, they're coming back pretty strong. Coming back pretty strong here. We'll see if they're able to keep it up. But interesting item pickups. Even on this Ray here, just has one clarity shard and nothing else at the moment. No boots yet. Nothing else. Looks like some items are being delivered. Looks like it's just some pots, looks like. But they're going to go again on Manjumba, though. They got to be careful. Nice dodge of the anchors away. Wolf is probably going to die here. One more auto attack is all that's needed. Can he turn this around? Nice razor juke here. Shin was going the wrong way there. He's got to be very, very careful. He might die again as well. Gets a nice off. Can he get one more auto attack off? He does. He gets it, but he's going to fall as well. Manjumba basically getting a double kill. But at least they do trade it and get that Caprice as well. And so not all is lost. I don't know if... No Fitz is here in the middle lane, which is a little odd. You think you would have liked to see this Blazer go in that middle lane to use that Roman Fitz Blazer, but that's not how it worked. They did get that double kill early, though, so GPMs are about even at the moment. Look at the gold graph here. It's spiking up and down, but it's basically an even game, even though it's very, very early. Bo, top lane here. I think they're looking for a setup here to maybe go for a kill. That's what they're looking for. Try and go in on Ace, but no, Ace is not the right target you really want to go in. He's going to take a lot of damage here, but it is an Ace. He does have Tortoise, and they are just going to be able to walk away from that.
Yep. The level of aggressiveness of these players is brutal right now. They're going for blood. They want each other right now. So right now we're gonna see a lot of action on middle lane, as you can tell. They're being aggressive, and then we got the boss, and we get a beautiful picture of a caged Caprice.
Wow, do you see this? This is a really nice shock field. You would almost assume Caprice is in a lot of trouble right here, but as long as Caprice stops her movement and doesn't move anywhere, she's going to be just fine. And we'll see what happens.
Mistakes were made.
Mistakes were made. She's, as you can see, just fine. Will eat a mine, but definitely no kill potential yet. Here is Stells going for level 4 Feast of Wounds. That's exactly what she should be doing. As you can already see, he has his Elder Stone finished. He has so much health regen, that Feast of Wounds. There's no way that this Rook... By the way, Rook has not bought any items yet. He has something coming on the courier. Very interested to see what this is. Because right now he can't battle this Stells right now. And he... Oh my... Wow. Woo, lordy. Alright, so he got Rune Boots. What do you seek about this Rune Boots? What's this Rune Boots going to give him?
Well, the Rune Boots are going to give him a little bit more of regeneration, as we all know. He's going to have a little bit of potential to try to counter that pincer, plus all the tankiness that Harrower is getting. Now, however, Rook doesn't have any damage whatsoever, so still going to get harassed, but the only thing that he's buying at this point is he's staying on lane. That's all.
Wolf, though, is going to fall here again. No, he is going to fall there. Kashi getting the final blow there. Oh, and Ray's got to be very, very careful. He wanted to go for a kill himself there, but he was close to death. However, here comes Blazer with the roam. We have the Hunter's mode activated. He is looking for that kill. He wants Manjumba. He's sticking around for it. Oh, Ray was trying to go for a snipe. Not going to make it, but here he goes. No. Oh, that was so close. And looks like Substandard might just be heading back to the lane here. Rook is even here. Wow, everyone wants this kill. Look how low Manjumba is getting here. And they're all going to fall back. But here comes a gank here. Stells is even from the bottom lane in the lane here. And that might be the end of that. At the same time, though, RTS does get a kill top because he did leave him in the lane. This would be a good time to get a kill for Substandard. There he is. He got the fits on him. That's definitely going to be a kill. On to Bo. He's going to back off. He got his gold. That's all he wanted.
Worth fits. All I gotta say.
This is a very action-packed Strife game, Mentakias. I don't even know which lane to follow right now. In the bottom lane, though, Rook is trying to battle. It's not going to be good for Rook here. Rook is going to follow one more auto attack. Can he do it? Can he juke away? No, he's not. It's so hard to stand toe-to-toe with a Harrower. Oh my god, again, in the top lane, those explosive rounds activated. No kill coming this time, though. And he actually eats a mine here. He's very, very low. Ray sensing it. If they could get a Dragon's Reach and pop them back, they could definitely get a kill on one of these guys. This is a huge kill lane between Claudessa and Ray. But instead, they're going to go on a Wolf. Nice stun out by Ray. There's just not enough with both of them there. And Claudessa will fall.
Just saying, right here, Majumba has a little bit of a of a bad habit of using his shield from really far. So you know when they're going to be
Here it
aggressive.
comes Substandard, though, going for kills. Shin's got to be careful, though. He might die. No, he's going to get him off of there. Substandard does get the kill. Blazer getting that Fitz gold. Will Ray live? Ray is going to be just fine. And if they want, they can actually turn this and go for another kill here. There's the tether shot. Manjuma's in a lot of trouble. He is going to fall. And there's a double kill mid lane. But again, bottom lane, Harrower killing that Rook. Yeah, this is the problem we talked about Rook, right? He got these rune boots. And, okay, rune boots are going to give you more sustain in lane with that regeneration. But against a Harrower, you need power against a Harrower if you want to try and whittle him down and try and keep him at bay. Otherwise, you're just meat for the beast. And currently, that's what's going on. That is what is going on.
The pressure of these players right now is massive. Look at that. Going in the middle.
Yeah, these players are not scared to make a play happen. Rune Boots on Caprice. Now, this is probably one of the only heroes that I actually agree with picking Rune Boots on. Caprice, the CDR really, really helps Caprice with her skill set, with her kit. It's the only hero that I would ever consider Rune Boots on. Personally.
We're only at like 9 minutes, and there's already, I believe, like 11 kills right now.
Wow.
So it's just back to action right now, guys.
Yeah, top lane is already pushed in tower down in RTS's favor, but it's the only tower. However, there we go. Blazer was looking for a gank, and that's what Rook's going to need. He's going to need a lot more ganks like that. Otherwise, this tower is going to be lost, and he might die again. He's got to be very careful. Castells could initiate on him. There's an ult. I don't know if he really wants to go in on this. It's so hard to kill a Harrower. He should have waited for Blazer to get a little closer there. The tether shot's actually going to miss as well. In the meantime, 4 mid versus 2. Actually, it was versus 3 because they did kill this Claudessa, and they're going to push in on this tower. There is an ace and a Ray here, though. I think they can hold off the push. And they can even go in on Bo, though. But Bo activates that inner rage. He might get away. Substandard almost sniping the kill there. Getting away with less than 40 hit points. They're going to go on Cot here. That is probably not going to happen as well. They're going to have to turn this because explosive rounds are activated onto Featherstone. And they're out of this. But in the bottom lane again, Stells getting a kill on a Rook. Yeah, this poor Rook. Just meat for the beast at this point. They really need to get a roam down there.
Right there for that tower. They really want to isolate that Rook right there. We can see Harrower just completely bullying the Rook. He knows that he doesn't have enough power to retaliate to his attacks.
I agree, yeah. I agree. And this tower is very, very close for going down. Stun's coming out, but only really hitting that Vermilion, but he's safe enough at the moment.
RTS Cash is really good with those stuns. He's actually buying some space for his carries in order to keep running whenever they get caged. That is very good teamwork right there.
This Bo, by the way, very, very patient, just waiting for the right people to push out so they can initiate a team fight. He has rocket boots ready. He has his whole kit up. And it's going to happen here real soon. They are pushing very, very strongly. Here comes Bo in the background. Kachi even with the Caprice there. Can Bo find it? He's actually going to get stunned out. Inner Rage does not hit, but they are still going hard on this. And Claudessa is going to fall. In the meantime, Ace is still in the mix here, but they're all just going to have to back off of this. Because, again, those explosive rounds doing some work. And again, Rook falls in the bottom lane. They have to figure out what to do in this bottom lane because Rook is having a very, very bad time. 0-0 and 4 against that Harrower. It's starting to get a little out of control at this point for them.
Yeah, substandard, really good Hunter mode activation, and just picking up one of the kills. Like, it's softening off the hit, but they need to do something more. They need to get that Harrower, like, some pressure on bottom lane.
Yeah, absolutely. And these 4v5, I mean, these 4v4 fights are not going in win lane lose games favor at the moment.
That's correct. The pressure is just too massive. And what happens, even if they were winning those fights, at the very end of the day, you will have a really big Harrower. And Harrowers can tear up through an entire team if played properly.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a semi-squishy team, which is, something Harrower definitely enjoys. But we'll see how this turns out. Blazer was rotating to the bottom lane here, but Rook is in a lot of trouble. He's going to hook that the wrong way, and he's definitely going to fall. Bo even coming down here to help clean that up. At the same time, we have a fight maybe brewing in the mid. It doesn't look like we're going to have a strong engagement here, but that bottom tower is definitely going down. Definitely going down.
They have a lot of cleaning power with Caprice on middle lane. She has also rune boots, and I do approve of the rune boots on Caprice because it helps her with the cooldown reduction, it helps her with movement, getting her mana back. Everything is fantastic, and she's capable of cleaning up those waves real quick. As you can tell, middle they feel very safe, while Bo and Harrower are gonna try to come and try to get a gank or possibly a pickup right here.
Yeah, they are definitely sitting in this bush looking for a pickup. I don't think they're going to find it. Blazer's in the top lane. And as you can see, they're already in roam here. But this is finally going to give maybe Rook a little bit of free time in the bottom lane to get some farm here while they clean up this mid tower. Bo getting a pretty decent ult. It is on a Claudessa, but they're just way too strong right now. Claudessa's going to go out 3.5 second stun on the Manjumba there. No one here to follow it up. And they have to be careful, otherwise this tower is going to fall very soon. Rook is actually here, in a slightly bad position here. He is going to grapple hook and maybe be okay. He's going to have to back way out. They're going to dive for this. Stells is here for it. Can they take him down? No, it's a Harrower. He actually might live through this, and they're not going to get away. And that is the problem with Harrower.
Of Harrower, yes. Wow, that was just... That man seriously man up right there and says, I'm taking your tower and I'm escaping from here. And that's exactly what he did.
Yep, Blazer is maybe going to get away. Oh, just gets out of there. Ramsey's looking for it with those rocket boots. I think if he would have rocket booted in and maybe auto attacked, with the problem with the rocket boots, you kind of have that slight, it's like a half a second cooldown on being able to do anything after you rocket boot somewhere. I think he might.
The actual rocket boots itself have an animation which they have to complete before you are capable of doing something.
Yeah, I wonder if he would have just bow throwed and might have been able to stop it there. But they're going to go for a Baldir here. They do have a Harrower. He's not with them at the moment though, but it doesn't matter. They have so much ADC here that they can just tear this up so quickly. They're going to go in. Ace is going to engage, gets a nice spin sickles off. Substandard in the background. They're just trying to do what they can here. They have a good position on this. Ramses is going to fall down as well. Substandard might fall. No, he's going to be fine. And this is the win lane lose game team fight that they were looking for to kind of clean this up. Stells is looking for something here, but it's a 4-on-1 or a 4-on-2. In the background, they have those explosive rounds activated, and he's going to go right on to Rook. Poor Rook is going to fall here. And Stells, again, is just going to walk away after not dying there. Harrower is so hard to pin down. They kind of got split there. Rook went after Featherstone. The rest of the team went after Harrower. And I don't know if that was the right decision because they didn't get any kills from that.
Yeah, that was a little bit of miscommunication. Harrower should have been the target because he is carrying some money right now with him. And you want to get that money back that he took from Rook. So what's going to happen here is he should be your priority. Oh, middle lane.
You got to be careful. Ray's going to get a stun off. He might be okay. Both those are going to go out, and they're going to try and clean this up. Ramses might be in a little trouble now himself. Can Rook finish this off? No, it's not going to matter because Blazer is there for it. Kachi might be in a little bit of trouble as well, but Featherstone or Vermilion's in the background, making sure he's going to be just fine.
And we see the Harrower going back down there. He knows that he's already kind of big. They have to come towards him. The only thing that he needs to do is keep getting his farm, and eventually he'll be able to carry his entire team.
Yep, absolutely, absolutely.
We saw in the last team fight the results of just letting Harrower farm for a little bit. It's 17 minutes and he already has his Mystic Dagger and his Demon Fang. And that is pretty dangerous right there.
Yeah, this is a scary Harrower in the making. Already pretty scary against some of these squishies, but you give him enough time, he's going to be able to take out this Ace and this Claudessa without even blinking an eye as well.
Ooh, will they catch him up right here?
They want to make a play happen here. They're going to catch Ramses. Ramses actually boots in there. And Rook is in a ton of trouble here. He is going to fall. No support from Win Lane Lose Game onto their Rook right there. And they're going to clean up this team fight. Terror is just chasing down a Claudessa. He might actually be able to finish this off. He should be able to finish off, absolutely. One more out attack. And they're going to go right onto a Sindara attempt. Yeah, this is the problem with letting that Harrower get out of control. I really would have liked to seen that Rook maybe build a little differently and try and keep the pressure on that Harrower in the early game and just stay alive. I mean, play a little safe. Obviously, it's going to be very, very hard to kill a Harrower once he hits level 6, but you just need to make sure he doesn't kill you.
That's correct. Also, if you notice, not many people, they didn't take any damage from that Cinderella. That's because Fist of Wounds, it's that powerful. Whenever you get Fist of Wounds on Cinderella, your team is pretty much not going to take any damage. Plus, you have a backup Claudessa just in case, and they were on a really good positioning.
They're actually going to go in on the Stealth here, but no, Stealth is going to use that Predator Strike and pop away from that stun.
He used that Predator Strike, hit Ray once in the face, and Ray was like, I don't want any of this.
Oh, poor Ray. Poor Ray. Yeah, he's not building defensively at all. He actually still has this crystalline shard, this clarity shard kind of just sticking in his inventory. Not really building that into an item right now. I don't know if he's actually going to. It looks like he's finishing a Grimoire is going to be my guess. It could be anything, of course, but more than likely that's going to be a Grimoire.
Yes, so, yeah. The Grimoire will help, but I would really like to see some Hex Veins going on here.
But here we go. Monkey has this tower disabled. Ramses is going right in the back line looking for this attempt here. And oh, that's a really nice lineup, but they're not actually able to make it happen. Blazer actually gets away. The rest of the team there is Harrower now to kind of clean up the rest while they take down that tower. And this is going to be a generator as well. The only person still alive is Ray. And I don't know if he can defend this off. If he has his ult up, he does not. 75 seconds still on the cooldown. This is going to be a generator. I don't think this is going to be a Crux, though.
No,
yeah,
but
they're
that's
just going to back off.
That's a lot of money towards RTS. And what happens, Harrow is already big, and you saw what happens. They just got crushed completely. What I would really like to see Win Lane Lose Game to do at this point is try to do a pickup. Don't try to team fight them because you're already behind the money. Try to outnumber them. Try to play smart, think of where they're going up, catch them on between those pads, and try to recover from there.
Yeah, they're definitely not going to win, you know, a straight-up team fight at this point. It's a 15,000 gold lead, a little higher than now after that Baldir. You know, this team is just way too farmed for them. But if they can find some pickoffs, find some ganks, especially with this Blazer scouting out, this Blazer is definitely doing what Blazer should be doing. You know, scouting the jungle, trying to find someone farming it that shouldn't be where they where they shouldn't be. Yeah, that's how they need to play right now. And just avoid big team fights. Right now, they were going in. Ace is trying to make this happen, but he's just diving way too far, and he's going to fall for that. That's not what they want to make happen, and they're going to go in on this Harrower, who, by the way, has a stone skin already. And this is not going the way they wanted to. Wolf is going to fall here. Ray is going to fall here. Oh, this is looking grim for Win Lane Lose Game for Game 1 right now.
Oh, we do have the Hex Bane right there with Caprice. That's very good pick. I'm actually really enjoying that Caprice support. Or you know, it's doing proper. It's doing buying space for her carries. It's actually protecting lanes when she had to, and I liked it.
Yeah, you know, Caprice has that Hex Bane out now. This might be a second generator in Rise of the Sky's favor. I don't know if they're going to be able to stop this. Blazer is looking for a pickoff, though, but he's just right there with Ace, so they're definitely going to spot him out. Ace is getting in there, doing his job, but he just melts so quickly. Caprice is going to jump away, not take any damage from Blazer's Q shot there, and there's another generator. Ramses will pay for it, but I think they're fine with that trade, because here they are. I think they're going to clean this up. Harrower is just so damn tanky. He has that stone skin activated, and he's doing so much damage to the front line, and this might be game. Because, wow, that was an annihilation. Holy cow.